All right, so now we're going to apply for a poultry permit. So we go to application submission here at the top. You're going to go to submit general concession permit application. Click that. So generally, it will populate with your name because your account will automatically auto-populate the owner's name. We'll then go to OGA code here and look for BAHFSA. So you can apply to BAHFSA. Then when you get to the document type, you're going to click permit because you want a poultry permit, import permit. And you click on the document tab and you're going to look for poultry. It'll be right here. Poultry. And then click save. Right at the bottom right here. And that's going to generate your provisional reference number. So just as before, and in all of the other cases, you're going to want to save this. So you're going to want to just copy it. Just paste it right here. You're going to go to party, just the next tab. You double click on importer. And then put in your name. Now, generally, this will just have your name, but if you have multiple people on your account, then you'll have different people to choose from, but usually it'll just be one person. So we're going to be Adam Rogers. We're going to put in our address information. And you're going to go to email. I'm going to go to postal code. And fax, usually it'll just be 5 zeros. Click update. And then go to transport. Right here. And then click transport mode. And click maritime transport right here. Or if it is something that's coming on a airplane, you would click air transport. But let's just say for this particular example, we're going to put maritime transport. Let's say that the shipment date is far out. So we can keep the 29th. And we can set it to be September. Our port of arrival is going to be Bahamas. Let's say that the port of arrival is Providence. And you're going to choose the custom office. And so let's say the custom office is Arawak Container Port. Now let's say that the departure date is September 25th. Port of departure. Let's say that the port of departure this time is going to be let's just say Fort Lauderdale. And click save as usual. At the end, we have to click save here. I will just a brief reminder, the shipment date does not have to be exact, and the shipment date is the date of arrival. All right, so let's go back to item right here. Now we're going to click Add New Record. This is where we're going to identify exactly what it is that we're trying to bring in. So here you're going to click on HS code right here. It's a mandatory field. And here you're able to identify all the potential items that you would be able to bring in, whether it's live poultry or you're just bringing in the poultry meat, or if you're trying to bring in the eggs. All right. So poultry includes eggs, which would be a little bit different. It's now all together. So let's just say we're bringing in eggs this time. And we can know that this is going to be the eggs of fowls of the species Gallus domesticus. We can choose to get eggs for other reasons, whether it's fertilized eggs for incubation. You can also look for fowls of the species Gallus domesticus and other items. Or even the meat. If it's going to be meat, you can get it fresh or chilled. So all of this would be available to you to choose from. But let's just get eggs. So these are bird eggs. We're going to say that we're bringing in eggs. And you're going to want to identify what type of eggs they are, right? So they're going to need to be eggs of Gallus domesticus. So this will be chicken eggs. Just specify that. And go to country of origin. So say this is coming from, just say it's coming from Angola. And click quantity. Bring in 200. The quantity UOM is always going to be unit of measure. I'm going to put that in pounds. We put in the gross weight. Let's say that is number of packages. And click the package type. And click intended use, which is consumption for this particular unit. And then you're going to click save right here at the bottom. And as we would have mentioned before, you have the option of clicking documents if you want to submit additional information. That can always help you when it comes to conducting the risk assessment and getting items back to you quickly, like your permit, but it is not mandatory that you send us your invoice. It's not mandatory for you to have a business license, but that's just optional should you want to give us more information to improve speed times. So we're going to go to the summary right here. Now that that's pulled up, we can now click validate. Since we know that this is everything that we have here, this will be the permit to import poultry and poultry products. We click validate. You're going to click OK. Then you're going to click submit. Here is where you're going to see the message to say, please proceed to payment OGA so that you can complete your payment. And you'll also be able to copy a reference number before you do that, just so that you can find it later on. So let's just copy this, save this somewhere, since this is now going to be the final version. Click OK. And then we're going to go to the payment OGA. So click OK right here. We can go down to the bottom here at payment OGA. Once you've clicked that, you're going to be able to you're going to get the option of pending payment OGA and paid or completed. Since you have just submitted, you have not paid, you will be able to find your particular document here at pending payment OGA. So clicking that, we're now able to quickly find our own. If you already know that this is something that you've just completed and you want to find it quickly, you can always use the created date search tab. Just click it twice. So click it the first time, click it the second time, and your latest application should show up at the top. You can confirm that by placing your number, your reference number here. That's a 2306, and this should be 2306 at the top. That's how you know. So we're just going to double click. And now we're here at the payment, the beginning of the payment section. You can now click payment. You don't need a transaction history at this point, but you can if you're interested. Click payment. You will then go to payment mode, and you're going to choose online in the drop-down menu. You then go to online payment. Click that at the bottom. Click confirm. And it will take you to the portal. You will then go from PayPal to Plug and Pay. You will then be able to click Pay here. And it will then prompt you to put in your credit card information. Now that we've completed filling out all of the information, you'll be able to go down, click Submit Payment. And then it will take you to the portal where you'll be able to print a receipt. So you can see this print button here. This is where you'll be able to download or print your receipt. So when you click print, you just get the option to download, save it as a PDF. It will look like this right here. So you pretty much completed this section here. Once you're done, you're able to now go back since you've downloaded your receipt. If you want to confirm that you have nothing else to do on this, you will X out of the online payment confirmation. You will then go to paid or completed. And just like before, if you want to see what the latest item is, you're going to want to click create a date twice. So click it once. Again. Now you should see your item at the very top. This is the 2306. Or alternatively, you can always just type in your reference number into the business transaction number search bar, and it should be the first one, only one that comes up. You can see now that your status has been changed to paid. You've now completed your application. You now only need to wait 24 to 48 hours for the inspector to complete the application for you to receive your permit. So now that we've waited between 24 to 48 hours, we can go to look for our permit. Let's go to the application submission button once again. And we're going to click search documents here. And because we want to be able to find our item, we can look to see if there is an application date. We'll click that twice. And ours should come up. Since we remember our provisional number, we can actually now click here and see that this is approved, meaning that we now have a permit. So we can click the three buttons at the edge and then click print. You should be able to have it automatically downloaded, our import permit. So these are the import permits right here. So you've now completed your import permit application.